All right.
You go, I just push play.
And we're back.
We are back.
All right.
Let's see if there's anybody here with us today. We know there is a lot. I don't know why I yelled.
All right. Let's see.
It's so exciting. It is so exciting.
Okay. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting topic today.
And?
Okay.
Well.
Yes.
Hold on for a second.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves. What do you need down there?
I was looking for a Kleenex. My nose is running.
Oh.
And there is none.
Hi, Tiff. There's none.
Tiffany.
I can go grab one if you'd like.
Sure, Chrissy.
Okay, Albert.
Thank you. How are you guys doing today? It's going to be exciting. We're going to talk about the veil thinning and all of this energy that's going on about, God, what's going to happen next. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Hi, Lori. Aloha, Roxanne.
Aloha,
and
hoi.
Nate. We're getting all our friends back.
Sammy, Neat, Stephanie.
Awesome.
Yay.
Hello again to you two.
Lori.
So, the energy that's going on right now, do tell.
Oh, well, I found it interesting because I've been getting so many calls from clients going, what is going on? I feel like I weigh 5,000 pounds. I feel like I can't move. I feel I'm having all these feelings coming, and I don't understand why. And it's not a pleasant feeling. It's kind of like, I don't want to say gloom or doom, but kind of waiting for the shoe to drop, the other shoe to drop. Kind of thing is the energy. And I just was reading about, and I've been telling clients, don't feel alone. A lot of people are feeling that way. Doesn't help.
Right.
But, it does help to know that there's energy that's affecting us that way, right? We know that. The energy of what's going on around us, right?
Yes.
Oh, but we just jumped in. Sorry. Do we have anything?
No, we already covered announcements on the last.
Okay, cool. All right. So I looked on our favorite, what's it called again?
Astrologer. She's awesome.
Yeah, she is. Psychic astrologer. Mm-hmm. And she's saying, and this is for today, guys.
Okay.
She's saying
we're
that
ready.
Especially from what happened yesterday, we're feeling more motivated today. Okay. And like John, who wants to do dishes while we're going live. Who knows?
He likes to do that.
Yeah.
Timing.
So we're already considering strategies that we made yesterday and thinking that we're going to utilize it today. And today was kind of like, what?
What did I agree to? Right?
Yeah, exactly. So there's like this feeling of she has gloom and doom maybe building. So the planets are affecting us as well. It's not just the energy of everybody around us.
It's interesting, isn't it? The full moon.
Isn't it?
Yeah, because like we talked about before, the moon affects the tide and how much water we have in our body.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah. So she's saying that we're wondering if our hopes and dreams are nothing more than fantasies, and we know that's not true.
Exactly.
But that's the feeling that we're getting, and a lot of it is from lost light energy that doesn't want us to succeed. It wants us to keep being like we were 4 years ago to now, or even before that.
Right.
Asleep and just doing our daily thing and just worrying about ourselves and not anybody else. Where what we do affects everybody else. So
exactly. And also with the lost light souls and that energy, it's also to distract us. Right? So they can distract us with with what we're doing as well as with others. Like more easily offended or angry or whatever. So
like Monday, I had that dream again where I was told something, I fall to my knees and I'm just like bawling my eyes out. And then you wake up and you still have this feeling.
Energy, yeah.
And I couldn't break it. It was like for 2 days. And then finally, I was in bed. It knocked me to my knees again, literally,
Yeah.
So it's just, I think, and it's that feeling that I was having right before this came on Monday was, oh my God, I'm so excited. We're going to the next level. And then bam!
Exactly.
It's like, what am I doing?
Interesting timing, isn't it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then what if I'm not doing the right thing? What if I'm not telling people the right information? What if, all these what ifs,
Right.
just to make you not feel that you can succeed.
Distract us from our purpose, our mission, what we're doing, our momentum, helping each other, feeling good about ourselves, all of that. The cat.
Yeah. Well, she's upset with you for some reason. You're just letting you know.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it affects animals, of course. Definitely. So, Leonard, huh? Interesting. Yeah. They usually act out like that when there's something they're not
pissed
happy.
off.
They're actually literally pissed off, yeah.
Right. We got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so Vera, do we want to talk about the veil, or do we want to talk about more about the energy?
No, we could. Well, the veil is another one that people are asking.
Yeah.
No, I'll talk about the numerology after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we've been getting some questions about, is the veil really thinning?
Because why? They're getting all kinds of information. They're getting all kinds of synchronicities. It's really exciting time because the veil is thinning. It has been.
And what is
2 more years. It's going to.
What is so amazing to me is when Angus told us through you that we are the ones who thin the veil. That's amazing. So he was saying it's the more that we rely on our intuition and reach up to God and turn to our angels and our other side team and that type of thing, and utilize our spiritual toolbox, then the more we thin that veil. And then, on the contrary, or on the opposite side, the more that we get into that analytical mind, then the more that we thicken it. Like a rubber band is how you explained it.
Yeah.
And so that's really fascinating, I found. But yeah, so we thin it. And then, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah.
He'll
get over it.
It's obviously it's not a bad thing.
No.
But sometimes
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, and sometimes in the beginning it can feel as if it is, but really, like say post-traumatic stress, it's like cell memory from past lives bubbling up, and that comes through but it's not a bad thing.
No, we said that. Yeah.
Yeah, because it feels almost like you just said, overwhelming, and it's a struggle too, right? Because we're dealing with these raw emotions of something that happened a lot of times, but we're dealing with that for a reason. One time Angus had talked about the veil thinning and how it can be like a spiritual celebration. And so when you first hear that, you're like, oh, yes, a spiritual celebration. But first, when you rip off that Band-Aid, it hurts.
Yeah.
Because there's things that we're processing, that cell memory bubbling up and working through that. And then once we heal, that's why we thin it, right?
Yeah.
It's to heal. And to find our own strength and our own power.
We have to.
Yeah. And then,
we don't have to, but it's best that we do. That's what we charted to be here for.
Exactly. Because it's like, why does it happen?
Yeah.
That's exactly the reason, is because we want to learn that lesson, whatever it is, and we're ready to deal with it and heal that. Yeah, so I wanted to mention about that. And yeah. I was just looking at it.
Yeah.
Well, so it's just, and then what do we do about it? We could ignore it.
Well,
sometimes
we do. We have.
Right. We'll withdraw into our analytical mind and pretend it's not there.
Yeah.
Or we'll try to cover it with escapism like drugs and alcohol. But it's still there. It's still something that, we want to learn from and we want to overcome and want to get that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in life, we decide when we're ready and we thin that veil. And then the last thing I want to mention about that too is, what do we do about it?
About what?
About thinning the veil.
Enjoy the hell out of it.
Yeah, once we overcome the hard part, the healing part, we can...
The challenging part.
Yeah, we can utilize our other side team. We could turn to our angels. We could have a past life regression to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
What lifetime it came from. Have a reading with Vera. Do meditations. That type of thing. But ultimately, it's a good thing to thin the veil.
Definitely. And we're all doing that too. So, because of what we're doing, being more spiritual, opening up our, crown chakra and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And just being all around nicer.
Isn't that awesome to see that raising now after the Trump administration, the Trump era, as they say? And now it's like a thing. Like you see it everywhere, be kind and compassion is
especially in advertisements. I thought that was interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm missing a conversation about a cat, aren't I?
That and trolls.
Oh, okay.
If you say something, Facebook has turned into a wasteland. I don't even know why we're on it. It's insignificant anymore. It's all about all these. If you say one thing positive, there's 50 million people that jump on you that says something negative.
Really?
Yeah.
Why are we on there?
Well, I don't know, actually. I guess because we just have been and we just haven't stopped. So, yeah.
Okay. So.
Yeah, it is. It's empowering. It's exciting when you know about your past lives. Because it really helps you to understand who you are today.
Yeah, it really helps us to connect with our lessons too. And also with what we're feeling in life. And some of the relationships that we're in too, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's fascinating. I know it's really helped me personally with different things where I thought, looking back, it's like, God, what was wrong with me? And then to find out, how many times you've told so many of your clients, like, there wasn't anything wrong with you. You were picking up on a past life where this happened. Yeah. And it's like, oh my God, I feel so much better about myself.
Exactly.
It's like, it's awesome. Yeah. So it's empowering, it's healing. Yeah.
Okay.
Raises our awareness. And so, Vera, was there more that you wanted to share?
Well, no, I just wanted to. No, not about the veil.
Okay.
No, do you have any more? Do you guys have any more questions about your veil? Your veil.
Well, it is your veil. It is really fascinating because
Yeah.
it's not only that the veil between us and our past lives, it's the other side. And the more that we connect with it, then the more that infusion comes from the other side.
Yeah, that's it. And, instead of waiting for that proverbial shoe to drop, just kind of go day by day, just one foot in front of the other. And, because if we worry about it, what do they say about worry? You suffer twice, right? So just put positive vibes out there. Try to see things that are not as negative. TV's gotten a little bit better.
It has.
But there's still all that talk over there about stuff. But, yeah. And that's where we get that, oh, God, something else is going to happen.
Right.
So.
Yeah, well, we're used to it. We're used to something else happening at this point, aren't we?
Yeah. Black cats are good luck. Yeah. Why is it interesting that it was on your wall? Roxanne. I don't know. I must have missed something. It must have had something to do with the cats.
Yes.
Yeah, talk. But I've been wanting to talk about this numerology. I'm so into it. I want to do numerology readings.
I think that is so cool.
But there's so much to it, though. I have to figure out how I want to do it and make it mine.
Well, what I love about it is that it's not only going to be numerology, it's going to have your intuition into it.
Yeah.
And what you bring to it. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Because I love numerology.
I did one for a pretend person. Yeah, and it's so interesting because this I'm not going to say the name because it's underage person, right? So and I don't have permission to, and I wouldn't anyway, not for underage,
right?
Yeah, because even though somebody may say, "Oh yeah, you can go ahead and do it," they might go, "No," So you want to let them know that they have that what do you call it? That control, that they still have things that they control in their life. They don't have to have mom and dad know everything, right?
Right.
As long as it doesn't harm them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Otherwise, you have to say something.
For
yes,
sure.
Of course.
That's only responsible.
What's so exciting about this is, the book's out there. Oh, well. It's the complete book of numerology. And there's so many different aspects to it because there's numerology, you would get your life path number, your ruling number, and all that stuff. And you do get that. But this goes into like a whole, kind of like a tarot reading.
Cool. No wonder you love it.
Yeah, it's just a blah. It has, everything goes together. So it's really cool too, because I did get her soul urge number and her soul urge number, because her mom was saying that now you know it's a she. Well, she likes to draw and doodle threes.
Oh,
well,
wow.
Guess what her soul urge number is?
How cool is that?
3. Yeah, so that's really exciting. So that's what she's trying to do with that one. And 3s are thinking numbers. That's the first thinking number, the way they have it set up. And it's the gateway to rational understanding and the connection of mind, body, and soul. But what I got was that she had a most interesting life in Egypt. That the pyramids had...
Oh my gosh, how cool is
very
that?
much I mean, that it was either like she was part of the architecture of it, but also it wasn't like you have to, like the numerical parts of it. She was helping design it for the spiritual aspects of what the pyramid does. Mm-hmm. And that's what's really exciting for her. And then also,
that's cool.
Yeah, because each number has a vibration, right? Everything has a vibration, so everything connects to us, and then it goes on to the next, the next, the next. Yeah, see, we all have that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that interesting part of it. And then I really wanted to give more, because I could do a class on this too. I'm so excited.
Cool.
Yeah, so she's got a life path 6, and that's a lot of creativity, and that's combining the right and left sides of the brain for her. And her birth chart is so cool, because the way the birth chart, the way they have it done, is they do it like a tic-tac-toe. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's kind of like tic-tac-toe right here. I have it all messed up, but... And see how you put all your numbers of your birth date in it. And there's some squares that are empty. And interestingly enough for her, one side of the whole tic-tac-toe, what do you call it? Chart is blank.
How interesting.
So she's got it's called arrow of passivity. So people that have there's the whole line of that is empty. All the blocks are empty on that side. So that's the arrow of passivity. And it's not anything that's like, oh, she's lazy and things like that. It's these people, you will not have war when these people are around. Because they want to live a balanced life. So they try to make things work.
Wow.
So we have a lot of passivity people in life now.
No doubt.
Yeah, no, it's really, because it goes by so that's really exciting.
So now we all want our numerology chart then and our past life in there.
Yeah. So she has like
cool.
1 number 1. So that means that she has challenges in verbalizing self-expression. She can verbalize things, but when it has to do with her feelings, she has a challenging time to do it. And let's see what else. And then there's like an exercise that you can do to alleviate that. And then I could share that with her mom after. And she's got 3 2s.
Oh,
and
wow.
That's
cool.
actually in the soul plane. And that's intuitiveness.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
But she can also be very sensitive. So
that makes sense.
Going towards, she's an empath. Mm-hmm. So that's why sometimes she may tend to want to be alone. And you think, oh, she's like, either lonely or she just doesn't get along with people. That's her time to balance herself. Mm-hmm. So she needs to have her alone time. But then being a child, parents have to get them, like my mom always was, go outside, go do something, because I always wanted to do like read or do something, puzzle.
Right.
Now, God. And that was good though, because then you were engaged in nature, right? And that helps you too. So that's a good thing too.
This is cool.
Yeah.
I'm picturing like, even like a meditation of a pyramid.
Yeah,
she would
probably love
that recharge her batteries.
So, and then a lot of people with 3 2s are in the entertainment field. Really? Yes. Remarkable success in playing other characters. Because you know why? They don't want to be themselves.
That's
interesting. They
interesting.
feel more confident playing somebody else.
You know, it's interesting too because it's like she charted that part about not as easy to express herself, but she's good at this other part.
Right.
So that's fascinating.
So she can play other people really good. So she has one number 4, and that goes hand in hand with her ruling number, and her ruling number is 8. So what's most important to 8s is independence in life, in all aspects of life. But they're complex people. They have great wisdom and strength of character. Ruling 8's self-expression is challenging. So she's got challenging self-expression on this other part. And then in her ruling number, she has challenging self-expression. Wow. So she's got a double whammy there. So that's where parents will help them to be more self-confident and things like that.
Oh, that's really great.
Yeah.
What great information to know when a child is young like that. That's great.
Yeah, and then she has to realize that whenever she transcends these challenges and is able to, because it's like she feels like if she tells people who she really is, it'll push people away. When really it will make people gravitate to her, right? So yes, but she's still learning. So wisdom comes with maturity. So she'll get there. I know she will. And then she has love of home, but she has a number 6, and anything she does in the artistic, creative arts, acting, painting, singing, dancing, whatever, she will excel. That's where she expresses herself.
I can relate to that. I think that's awesome.
I know, isn't that so cool?
Yeah, it is. It really is, because there's so many different ways to express ourselves. It's not always through words, like you just said. It could be many artistic expressions.
Yeah,
and that's what many of us
and then
do it through.
This thing also has where it gives you peak years of things that a year that you're going to have growth, major growth. So for her peak years, she is going to have in 2033, she'll be 27.
33. Okay.
She'll be 27. So she's going to have a major impact in her life at that time. Wow. And then when she is 36 years old, she'll have another one, and that's in 2042. And these are milestones. These are things that are going to, isn't that exciting?
Yes.
That you know. And then the last one she's going to have, because you have them in 3s, is in 2051. And she's going to be 45 years old. And she's going to have another one.
Wow. Okay, put that on your calendar, Mom.
But I'll
your mom out there.
I'll give you what those possibilities are.
That is really, really
Isn't that cool?
Yes.
And there's so much more, but, that's just a little bit of what you can get from.
It just makes me think about if it makes me think about. It does
feel like that sometimes. You feel like you're older than most people. It's just you've had more lives.
It's interesting because it's like it makes me think about major things that could happen, like in her life at those points. Could be things that people might tend to think of, like, say, getting married or having a big career, coming together or whatever. Or it could be the most amazing thing of all, which is like thinning the veil. And we're learning those lessons of what we're really here for. So it's like, what
and look at a
tree.
A tree has to grow and get strong before it can bear fruit. And same with people.
Yes.
We have to grow and come into ourselves, and then bam, we're going to do it.
Yes.
I'm excited for her.
Me too. This is exciting. We cannot wait till we can all have a numerology past life reading.
Someday.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, super neat.
Yeah.
Well, Vera, thank you for sharing about that. And thank you for joining us for this really cool discussion on the veil thinning, what to do about it, numerology, and the cosmic energy that's going on for today.
Yeah, so just keep moving. Keep moving. How does Angus say it? Enjoy the walk.
Yes.
And journey with us.
Yes. We love you.
Yeah.
Have a great week. Anything else,
The name
Vera?
of the book is The Complete Book of Numerology. It's not that long, but there's so many different aspects to put on here.
And I love that.
Yeah.
But I have to say, the part that I love the most, I'm just saying, is the part that you bring your thoughts into it. Because whatever means you use, you also put in your intuition
Right.
to it. And that's the part that I love. Little bits of past lives or this life.
Oh, you can show
Very
that.
Cool.
It's just she's showing the high-low
Yeah,
calculations.
I don't know why they... YouTube
I don't know why
doesn't
they do that,
Yeah,
but-
YouTube sometimes, when you comment, YouTube sometimes hides different comments, and then we have to push a little button so that it can show.
Yeah.
It just does that. We don't know why. That's what happens. But, okay. Well, we love you guys. Thank you for being here.
It's usually they can be healers too, but it's all aspects of the spirituality. So it still depends on the uniqueness of the person getting their numerology read, or what you can do it yourselves. I mean, it's fascinating. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and that's interesting too, because healers or whatever the category is could be in so many different
numbers,
ways.
yeah.
It could even be in healing somebody's soul, but you might be in a technical job.
You could
but
be
the way that
in
you
the bank.
Yeah, but the way that you talk to people or way that you make them feel could be healing. So it's like
There's so many different ways. Yeah. So just because you're not a 6 doesn't mean you're not a healer.
exactly, for sure.
Did I say that right?
Yes,
Just
absolutely.
because you're not a 6 doesn't mean you're not a healer.
Right.
Yes, I said it right. Yeah, so there you go.
If I could do math that quick, I'd be. I'm like, there's so many numbers there.
It's just breaking down the numbers.
Yeah.
So that's easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I need my calculator.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
We're going to do the tarot and crystal and angel on its own. We're going to do it right after this.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Life path 1. I'm an 8.
I'm a 4.
That's why we're complementary.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I just find it fascinating because there's a few people that like there are 4s that are in my family, and it's so interesting
Because everybody's different. That's what's so fascinating about life. You could say, well, here's what 4s are. Well, guess what? There's always there's an exception to the rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's so interesting because these 4s,
Yes.
I've always felt such a resonance to them. So it's just really cool. But it's not just 4s. But I can't wait to hear more about numerology.
But see how everybody knows what theirs is. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh God!
That's
click,
because
click. We don't want to hear
all
click, click.
thinning your veil.
Yeah.
And you're raising your spirituality.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, group hug.
There we go.
Love you all. And Vera, any last message?
We love you all.
There we go.
Hang in there.